Jane met Dan on a dating site. She had never dated a real-life superhero before. He was strong and powerful, masculine and courageous. He was everything she was looking for in a man, and it didn't take long before Jane was head over heels in love. But before long, they had their first house together, then their first child. He was such an amazing guy. He was everything she had ever wanted, and boy, could he cook. They soon became the perfect family. But being a superhero was dangerous, so of course it made sense that Dan would find a safer job. But he didn't mind working behind a computer, or taking the subway, or washing dishes, or grocery shopping, or washing the car, or vacuuming the house, or sorting the laundry, or scrubbing the floors, or even cleaning the bathroom. These were simply small compromises. It's what she expected. It's what the whole world expected. But over time, things got tougher. It seemed like he could never do enough. And the harder he tried, the less she was interested. He had never felt so frustrated and miserable before. He was once defeating mastermind criminals. Now he was lying in bed wondering if his wife would come home. But Jane, you see, had met another superhero. One who was still brave and strong, powerful and courageous. Super Chad was everything she could want in a man. And it wasn't long before Chad was moving in and Dan was moving out. He was a loser, she told the kids, pathetic and a waste of time. But he had tried so hard. He had given up everything. He had done all that she wanted and so much more. So what happened? What had he done so wrong? Dan started seeing a therapist. He cried through the whole first session until the therapist told him to quit being such a suck. The world didn't care about his feelings. Dan was shocked. Wasn't the therapist supposed to validate his feelings? Nevertheless, the therapist had a point. And it wasn't long before Dan was back in the gym. He might not be a superhero anymore, but he could still be awesome. And those that worked with Dan noticed the change. He stood a little straighter. He walked a little taller. He looked a little stronger. This time, it wasn't the world that needed saving. It was Dan. And Dan was determined to do everything he could to be the very best version of himself. And for Dan, this was just the beginning.